You might say that it looks familiar, like a Norman Rockwell painting come to life. Solitary memories, victory and celebration, special Kodak moments for those who migrated and settled here in the 1830s, for the residents who were born here, who grew up and grew old here. Everything that seems important in life is right down the street, where living is not so much about things, but more about neighbors and friends, wisdom and goodness. That's what people say about Homer, Michigan, who proclaim the village slogan as a badge of honor.
It may seem corny, but Homer's home, and I really feel that.
It's when you walk down the street and you know almost everybody you run into. Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody, like George Petradine, who moved to Homer 64 years ago.
See, there's three things that happen to you as you get older. One, you tend to forget a lot, and I can't remember the other two. And that's my problem. I just turned 91.
But there's nothing wrong with George's long-term memory, like how the Homer Area Community Foundation began back in 1993, with a generous donation he and his wife made to the Homer Public Library.
I met with the library board and told them we were going to contribute between $200,000 and $300,000. They thought it was great.
Homer's library became the inspiration for the Community Foundation and a symbol for others to join in the spirit of hometown philanthropy.
This whole idea of philanthropy is huge here, and it builds upon itself.
Today, the library is both a gathering place and an inspiration for learning and education in Homer.
I think the foundation is really it's a main focal point of our community, really, and it's a very progressive one.
As the Community Foundation grew, so did its outreach and its grant-making. More and more people became donors. More and more residents started designated funds and college scholarships. And as the Foundation's endowment grew and grew, more and more positive things started happening around town.
So they realized the importance of making the downtown a vital part of the community. That's where a lot of people come to meet and do their business. And the Foundation's been very, very supportive.
Without the Community Foundation, some things in Homer might still be on the back burner, like the colorful street banners that spruce up the downtown, support for the community choir and the theater group, and the Arts Advisory Committee that leases children's art to local businesses that earns money to grow the Foundation's endowment. Thanks to a Kellogg Foundation grant, Homer enjoys an extensive bike path that snakes its way through the village for everyone to enjoy. And Homer's park system has benefited from the Community Foundation too.
We were able to really enhance all of our parks. We have a lakefront park, we have the Gristmill Park, which the Kalamazoo River runs right through that. Webster Street Park has sand volleyball courts, basketball courts, and a beautiful playground for the kids.
And thanks to the Community Foundation, Homer's gem of a lake is coming back to life.
The Foundation has supported a feasibility study to see exactly what method we should use to clean up the lake.
The Community Foundation has had a major impact on Homer's award-winning school system, from offering college scholarships to supporting programs and services.
We feel we are a destination district, and that we think that people choose to come to Homer from surrounding communities just because they feel like we offer a great education. And the Foundation allows us to continue that educational process.
What do we want to learn? What are we going to spend 6 weeks figuring out?
I think one of the key things that we have is the number of scholarships that are offered. We award thousands of dollars to our students just locally. They're only competing locally for those dollars.
There's so many students receiving scholarships, there's so many donors, and everybody is so appreciative of the fact that people have chosen to invest in our future. We also have a very strong arts program within the community and the school, and the Foundation is able to really support those areas.
The Community Foundation also supports Homer's Youth Advisory Committee, an enterprising group of high school philanthropists who evaluate community requests for money and award generous grants.
It's just a phenomenal opportunity for these kids to learn about philanthropy and volunteerism.
And really, where else do you say to kids, you have $10,000 to spend this year? How do you want to spend it? That's empowering to kids.
And look no further than Homer's Blair Farm Fall Festival to sample the Foundation's outreach to the community and support for the local historical society.
There isn't an organization in Homer that hasn't been touched by them in some way. We've had grants at the Blair Farm that have helped us with projects, and those projects have always furthered collaboration. Without the Community Foundation, people wouldn't think in the scope that they think of now. They wouldn't be able to work together to provide collaborative projects. I think people would be doing their own thing more. I think a community foundation has its finger on the pulse of what is happening in a community.
Homer's Fall Festival reflects all that is good about the community. Honor the past. Celebrate youth. Take care of your neighbor. If this looks familiar, we'll see you down on Main Street. After school at the library. Maybe at the Saturday morning soccer game. Or Cascarelli's for pizza. After all, Homer is home.